Gobble gobble.
Almost lost it.
It's Turkey Day.
A happy Thanksgiving.
People,
everybody.
welcome to the Definitive Rolling Stones podcast.
Special Turkey Day edition.
Little, yeah.
Watched a little football. Chewed on a turkey leg or two.
Kind of tired from all that tryptophan.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Z's coming out.
I am Dante, here with the man, the myth, the legend. The man with the power, the man too sweet to be sour. Craig. Craig, how do you do?
I'm doing good. I'm a little full. Uh-oh.
Yeah?
Ate too much mashed potatoes.
Too many yams?
Too many yams. I ate all yams, cranberries, and stuffing.
No turkey? Are you allergic?
I'm allergic to tryptophan. No, but the stuff always makes me sleepy. Weirdest, oddest thing. I bet the Rolling Stones are somewhere eating some... Wait, do English people celebrate Thanksgiving?
No.
They're probably like, fuck you guys. You guys, like... That wasn't a happy time between us and England.
No.
That's what Gimme Shelter's about. No, that's not true.
I don't know. A number of other things.
Definitely not true.
Why? Other podcasts, they sleep, they take the day off. Not us. We
Nope.
pod on.
We pod.
We discover the new world.
We you know, we didn't put ourselves out that much. I mean, I just turned to like the 14 members of my family in my house. I'd get the fuck out of my fucking house. It was that easy. They left. They were offended. They left.
A little offended, maybe.
I didn't notice anything.
Yeah. Maybe upset that they didn't. You said it right as everybody was getting free.
Yeah. And then I put on Tattoo You, track 1.
Yeah.
Volume up.
Did your hair and then came over here.
Oh my god. Hair and makeup. Which
I'm
realizing I don't need to do that anymore for the podcast.
No?
People can't like see any of this. But.
No, I can only hear you.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about getting a tan. Work on my tan. Because it's winter now.
Yeah.
Here in Sacramento.
This is the time to do it.
And I've been looking at pictures of our new czar, Trump.
Our new czar, yeah.
And, yeah, he looks good. I want to look like him.
Yeah.
I want to look orange.
Yeah, we got to catch up to that orange. That's the new American standard. The values.
The gold standard.
Our values are under attack.
Bill Maher, I guess. Trump is suing him. It's like actively going on.
Really?
Because Bill Maher said that Trump couldn't prove that his mom didn't fuck an orangutan.
Oh, wow.
Orangutan, or however you want to say it. So, Trump, is suing
That's
him
not
for
true.
defamation of character.
She absolutely has a document. No one knows if my mother fucked an orangutan better than me. Nobody. Let me tell you something. She did not. The orangutan was huge, but she did not.
That explains why there's all those pictures of him and the one, like, tire swing. It's like black and whites.
What?
I was wondering where he was. He was at the zoo.
He's at the zoo, yeah, that's right. The orangutan.
Visiting Papa.
Papa.
So far we've pretty much slandered the next president of the United States.
President-elect.
It's Turkey Day.
And not our lame duck president.
What do we... You know what people like to do? And my mom wanted to do that, or she wants to do this on Christmas, but a lot of people do it. You go to the old movies on holidays. Craig, have you ever gone to a movie on Thanksgiving or Christmas?
I don't think I ever have.
I mean...
Or even like Easter.
I always
Easter's pretty big in my family.
Really?
Yeah, not necessarily me personally, but...
we always finish pretty... like in the middle of the day.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's not super important.
Yeah.
But, anyways, so we have time to watch a movie, have some laughs, have some popped corn.
Oh my god.
Good time. Have you ever seen a little movie called Performance? We talked a little about Free Jack.
Oh no.
Yeah.
is Mr. Jagger.
Mr. Jagger
Has an acting credit. He put on his acting hat.
plays a man named Turner. Now, before I give you a little more info, I wanted to just tell you that I believe it's Paul Schrader, the man that wrote Taxi Driver.
Oh, yeah?
And some other great movies. He said performance was one of his favorite movies.
Really?
Yeah, if not his favorite.
It's now one of my favorites because Mick Jagger's in it. But
Just you wait. Free Jack.
Free Jack. That just reminds me of the Workaholics Hands Free Jack.
There's all these pictures that came out today of racy photos.
Of Jagger?
Of Mick Jagger.
Really?
There's one of Freddie Mercury with a cat with a shirt that says surfing. That's kind of weird.
With a pussy? Oh,
Freddie Mercury.
There's no
with
way.
Pussy. You don't see that very often.
No.
We just try to jump on that fucking joke.
Mm-hmm.
Smother it. Okay. Mick Jagger's most controversial and criticized performance may not have taken place on stage.
Ooh, it was in the bedroom?
Instead, consider Performance, the 1970 British gangster film where he made his acting debut as a gender-bending, sexually fluid former rock star with a taste for threesomes and psychedelic drugs.
So not like a
And then right
stretch
underneath
to
there's
play
a
the
picture
character.
of Freddie Mercury for no reason.
Huh.
Oh no, it just says related article. The private world of Freddie Mercury.
Oh boy.
So anyways, this movie.
Mick might have shown up there too. Made a
Performance.
cameo.
Because of its gay undertones, explicit violence.
Overtones, I think.
Explicit violence, depictions of drug use, and graphic sex scenes, Performance was buried by Warner Brothers for 2 years before it was released to the public.
Oh wow, because they knew it wasn't.
The
good.
studio had read the script, so they should have known what they were getting into, said the producer. But they really hated the film. They kept saying it was dirty. When it was eventually released, Performance received abysmal reviews.
It should be dirty.
And has since been largely condemned to a footnote in Jagger's storied life. But now, 46 years later, the film is being presented to a newer, more progressive audience.
Mick Jagger's probably like, hey, whoever's putting that movie out, fuck you.
Yeah.
For bringing this back, you
I mean,
ass.
that's like if you were...
guys can make like $1,000 worldwide off of it.
You're in your 70s, and
Yeah.
there's a film that you made in your 20s.
Wow.
And that has to be embarrassing.
And it was like his first film, so even someone like Jagger who's connected, he was still... Like, he kind of was just like, oh, I can be in a movie? Yeah.
Well, wait till you hear about the
He
film.
didn't wait for the right role or something, you know? Like Free Jack, he probably actually thought it was like a good movie.
He probably had a free jack before.
He free jacked.
So he knew
Maybe
what he was getting
electro.
into. Yeah. Performance centers on London gangster Chaz and Turner Jagger, an androgynous recluse former rock star portrayed by Jagger.
Oh
On the run from a rival who wants him dead, Chaz shacks up with Jagger and his girlfriend, ANITA PALLENBERG, exploring drugs, sex, and gender identity against the backdrop of bohemian decadence. Producer recalls it was something he talking about Jagger's work. He was natural. It was something he was stimulated by. The idea of acting. He was always ambitious about trying to extend what he could do besides.
He was trying to extend a lot also back then.
Once he got there, he loved it. He felt comfortable. This ease on set contrasted greatly with the drama developing around the film. So the first time I had heard about this film,
Yeah.
so the ANITA PALLENBERG, that was BJ, Brian Jones's old girlfriend, that was now going out with Keith Richards. And Keith Richards was afraid that Mick Jagger was going to try to fuck her. Because they were doing this movie together. And I guess that, like, that...
And this is after Brian Jones's death?
I believe so.
Wow.
But, so yeah, Jagger is, like, known, I guess, for doing that. For fucking people's girlfriends.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
boy.
Mick, not a good look.
Yeah.
Gotta say it. The ease...
Yeah.
Okay, so, there were rumors that Jagger and Pallenberg, Richard's girlfriend at the time, had started an affair on set. And were actually having sex on camera. Yeah, so they weren't having simulated sex. They were just fucking on camera.
They were actually fucking?
Yeah, and they were recording.
Because there have been a few movies like that where they're supposed to
Antichrist,
they
they have sex in the very beginning of the movie.
Really?
Willem Dafoe. Or that was Laws of Ontario.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that. So. And then there's also shout out to Vincent Gallo.
Oh, yeah.
And shout out to John Frusciante for doing the score to this movie, part of the soundtrack. Brown Bunny.
Oh, man.
And Gallo gets head from... For real, gets head in his movie. For real. Which is weird. Like,
Richards took to parking outside the Mayfield home where the filming took place whenever the two were together. So Keith was like parked out there making sure.
Nuh-uh.
This guy that he's known that's supposed to be his friend.
Yeah.
And make sure that he doesn't fuck his girlfriend. And not only that, but they don't videotape it and put it out there.
Yeah. So he had to be outside of the studio? Or was he like on stage, you know, like off, you know what I mean, like behind camera, chilling?
I guess he was just outside.
Outside.
Excuse me, everybody. I have a bit of a cold. Your boy's under the weather.
Your boy, not back to
Okay, so this photographer is talking about shooting the Stones a year earlier. Talking about Jagger, sexy yet completely sexless. Woo! People, you didn't have to pay for that. You got all those sound effects for free. Alright, so Jagger is completely sexy and sexless at the same time. As a model, he's a natural.
Duh. Can say that again.
Over the past 46 years, performance has attracted a cult following. In some way, cult says failure. I think all the filmmakers want their films to be successful when they release them or not. Years later or not. Hey, how you doing? So, yeah.
That's your impression of it?
Do you think it sounds like a good flick?
Sounds great. I'm sure Mick is very proud. I'd love to actually be in the room with him and ask him, like, hey, did you hear that's coming out? Just to see his reaction, his rolling of the eyes.
You know, that... I mean, psychologically, what does that say? That there's this girl that you've been wanting to get with for a long time. You're going out with her, and then your best bud is, like, trying to fuck her on film.
Yeah.
A little strange.
But, like a few years earlier, when one of your dead friends was still alive, he was going out with the same chick.
True, but...
But you didn't steal it from him, or steal her.
He was kind of like losing his mind at the time, too.
Yeah.
Poor BJ.
Yeah, we got to save that. I was going to, like, converse about Brian Jones.
Well, because I'm going to tell the people...
Tell his story.
So there's the story, the authorities want you to hear. And then there's the off-the-books, false flag operation.
Right, which I'll just put it into 3 words. Mark David Chapman. I mean, not to put a name on it, but...
Here, let's spend the night together.
That's what it is.
I mean, we're not just going to throw the podcast out there. We've been doing research. I just installed a laboratory here at the compound. We have crack scientists trying to figure this shit out. Who really killed Brian Jones? And I will guarantee you this, Craig.
Right.
In front of God and everybody.
Sure.
On this podcast, we will reveal...
God is a concept.
Thank you, John. Once and for all, who killed Brian Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have a feeling it's going to be in the press all over the world. It's pretty groundbreaking. But,
yeah.
No.
So, you think so? Like, when we break it?
Well, I think, first off, somebody's going to prison.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it, one quick guess, is it Nankerfelge?
Were you reading my documents?
I went over a few notes, yeah.
I have a briefcase. Have you been looking through it? I just bought it from the thrift store.
It's not Nankerfelge,
It's
mate.
green. It's lime green. I wanted a seafoam green one, but they didn't have one.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But yeah, so all those people. I know the murder mystery podcasts are really popular right now.
This show's a lot like Serial, I think.
Yeah. It's like a murder mystery for your ears.
Yeah. So far, all the ones we've done so far, okay, I'll admit, they've all led to Mark David Chapman.
Yeah.
But
we're like that part of the...
but they're still interesting.
Yeah. We're that part of the case where you're like, everybody's excused to go take a piss, you know? They're like taking a shit, thinking about the rest of their life.
Yeah.
That's where we come in.
Wow.
Yeah. I think we'd be really good if we got like played in bathrooms.
This podcast, yeah.
Yeah.
Like instead of music,
yeah.
That would be cool, actually. You walk into like an elevator or public bathroom, and you just hear
there's just a bunch of fellas talking.
Yeah.
Think you're crazy.
But you get like a part of this like weird conversation, or in our case, stimulating conversation.
It's stimulating.
God, this conversation.
And
stimulating.
it's free.
It's
no
free.
shekels, shillings, doubloons, dollars, dineros.
That's right. Free sound dick for your ear pussy.
And we're giving it to you.
We're giving it deep, long, hard.
Down to the root.
No,
down to the base.
We're coming at you.
We're a bunch of bass guys.
Coming at you. Yeah, so
Rolling Stones, Stray Cat Blues, Beggar's Banquet.
I wonder if we can find like another, if there's maybe an early part of Brian Jones we can tell, or like before his death.
The reason why I don't get really upset about Keith Richards was ANITA PALLENBERG leaving DJ.
Yeah.
It's because he sounded, from what I read from Old God's Almost Dead, he would beat this chick up. He was a piece of shit.
Really?
He was known to be violent, and especially he would wear rings so that he would like leave marks. So
damn.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
Yeah, a little bit of this is the ugly side.
Kind of makes what is it? No Expectations. Not a little bit less good.
The thrill is gone.
Yeah. As B.B. King once famously sang.
Oh, there we go, Craig. The Blues Minute.
Was that B.B. Blues Boy? Did you know it's B.B. stands for Blues Boy?
Blues Boy King?
Blues Boy King.
Man. Yeah. B.B. King, The Thrill Is Gone. 1969.
This is a good one. I think he did a re-recording of this with Eric Clapton.
Really?
Yeah, him and Eric Clapton did that album together, and it's just like blues.
Small Hands?
Small Hands.
You know who else has small hands?
Oh.
I think I might have told you the story. There was a writer, like a New York writer, in this magazine. He published something about Donald Trump having small hands. Like,
it was something about that.
It was a story about Trump, and it was saying that he never admits that he's wrong, and then he has like all these like really weird idiosyncrasies and things that he like obsesses over. And it was something about his hands being small. And so the guy writes it.
You do never like see his hands.
It's really published, whatever. He starts to get letters in the mail from Trump personally, and they're pictures of Trump, and there's a circle has been drawn around his hands, and somebody writes huge. Like, I mean, that sounds pretty fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god.
I want to believe that's true, because it makes him even more of a.
Let me tell you something. Nobody knows what huge hands
Nobody has bigger hands than me.
Nobody has bigger hands than me. They are huge. Let me tell you something. I know about hands, big hands, better than anyone. Anyone in the world. Anyone. People with small hands all ask me, how do you know so much about big hands? But mine are huge.
Oh, good. You can't stop the
thrill is gone. No, you can't. The thrill is gone.
Have you heard... Sorry, everybody, I'm sick. So go fuck yourself.
Sick of being so good at podcasting.
I'm sick of these blues. I got these blues so bad. Have you heard about the inauguration? I think we talked about it. The Stones possibly playing. Yeah, we did an article. I think we broke the story.
Yeah, we broke it to the...
Kurt Loder was on the...
Kurt was on the ground, foot in the ground. We should
really start paying that guy.
Yeah, we should. We let him go to
I know
Subway
he doesn't
and get
have a
meatball
place
sandwiches.
to live either.
No.
Because I mean,
no.
he's pretty disheveled. He has beard, long hair.
He still wears that MTV shirt.
Yeah, and didn't they fire his ass?
Like
his worthless ass, like
and stuff. It's
20 years ago.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Embarrassingly long.
I don't know why we have him around, to be honest with you.
He disgusts me.
But yeah. So, anyways, I get the scoop from Kurt. And
Kurt, how you doing?
Kurt, I caught Kurt in the kitchen the other day. He was eating food. He was eating other people's lunch.
Was he?
Yeah.
He's
and
nibbling.
then not even all of it. He was just eating some and then putting it back. Yeah. You know,
like a rat?
Yeah, like you're drinking your grandpappy's scotch and you put some like Coke or Sprite or something in there.
Grandpappy's scotch.
Or water to level it out.
What's the thing Lex Luthor says?
What's that?
Well, she says it to him first. Your granny's. You can't sell me piss and call it granny's peach tea or something like that. And then she gets into that building and her glass. She has like a glass there. And it's like a mason jar full of. And it says Granny's peach tea. So fucking Lex Luthor pissed in a mason jar and put it on her thing.
Wait, did she drink it?
And she looks over and he's the only one in the whole room not in his chair. And she like kind of starts to panic and then it like blows up. So she didn't drink it, she poured it all over her face.
He said, I am the piss god.
And Chuck Berry
I
was
am the
there
second
and
coming.
winked and thumbs up. I am the second coming. Chuck Berry?
I pledge my allegiance to Piss Lord Chuck Berry for all of eternity. What is it? Scientologists, they like pledge their lives. Isn't it like a 1,000,000-year pact or something?
Yeah,
no,
only 1,000,000 though.
Life's pretty long, a lifetime, but 1,000,000 years? That's
in the global cosmic scheme of things, that's nothing. Oof.
Yeah.
You got plenty of time.
So what do you do for 1,000,000 years? Like I assume like you work,
chores
right?
for Lord Xenon.
Because even that, what was that? That when they would go to sea, that was a whole scam.
Oh, the Sea Org?
Sea Org, right?
Yeah, and they'd put like little children to work.
It sounds so fucked up. So, when you're dead, but you're in space,
right?
For 1,000,000 years, you're just working for Xenu?
For Xenu, yeah, Lord Xenu. Lord Xenu.
But I don't understand why would you want to do that, though?
Good. 3 square meals a day. Shelter from the weather out there in space.
This isn't a Theologians podcast.
Yeah.
I
Tune into our Theologians podcast. Oh, I wish
God is it.
You got to bring up Theologians by Wilco.
Oh, yeah.
That's our new segment.
They don't.
Ladies and gentlemen,
nothing about
LSTNT, the podcast you love, that gives you that Rolling Stones. You also know we give you thoughts on theology and fucking philosophy.
Wisdom.
Lots of wisdom.
Talk about faith.
Should be taken to the grave.
And if you...
welcome to Theologians.
If you feel the need to, raise your hand above your head and make sure you send us $20.
Yeah.
And we'll send you some blessed water.
Some type of merch. Yeah, blessed water. We will send you something. If you send us something, period.
Yeah.
With a return address.
Yeah, so feel free. It's a donation to the podcast.
Of course. And of course, if this is Mick, Charlie, Keith, Ronnie, or even Daryl Jones, who I don't think we mentioned yet, the bass player.
No, this is his first
he's not really an official
introduction
member,
to the show.
Yeah, but he's a touring member.
But we give the man his props. He's been playing
on the
for
record,
a long time.
I think. Yeah. I saw him at the one I went to. He was really good.
But knowing the Stones, they're not going to give anybody credit.
Yeah, he's technically not a Rolling Stone.
Yeah, he's just a touring musician.
Yeah. Yeah. But if one of those nice gentlemen, England's oldest hitmakers, is listening to this, send us some fucking t-shirts. Or if Adam Scott or Scott Aukerman is listening, send us some t-shirts, even if they're U2 shirts.
I was on the horn.
Maybe they're the ones you got from U2.
I was on the old walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
With DeMarcus Cousins.
Were you?
It was right before the game. I was hyping him up before.
Hey, DeMarcus, come back to me.
OKC.
Snowkat, over and out.
They're like, they destroy their own radio when they hear her voice. How'd you know we call him Doc? But so I was hyping up DeMarcus, and I said
Cousins?
there's no way you can win another game because they beat Toronto.
Oh yeah,
what do they do? They go and they beat OKC. That was were other fans or just probably
Sacramento
like, yeah, they won 2 games in a row.
Yeah.
We're talking about the worst team in the NBA.
This is our beloved,
adorable, right now, this is like playoffs.
Lovable, laughable Sacramento Kings. Winning 2 in a row. 2 good teams.
This is like
this is huge
spree of the season right now.
Yeah.
Because usually it's pretty...
Rudy Gay's playing some of his best of his career right now.
Yeah, he's auditioning
to go to a championship team.
Yeah,
definitely.
Can you imagine him on OKC?
I think that would be perfect for them and him.
Yeah.
I don't think they have anyone that we should take for him, though, probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll take Westbrook. No, I'm just joking. Just a couple of theologians here. Talking about I'm a cherry ghost. And letting you know, you other cherry ghosts out there, we'll tell you about theology.
Just silently meditate, people.
Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I'm just going to meditate in the corner. And I'm going to not look at you. But I want you to wear this blindfold.
Yeah, you have your back to me for some reason.
But don't look at me, but wear the blindfold.
And, what was Mrs. Torrance? What's her name?
Wendy.
Wendy Torrance?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wendy Torrance is here. She got, she stopped
There was a storm she got, she came
from
here
the Overlook
for shelter.
Hotel. She took the Snowkat from the Overlook, came here, opened up the big hatch at the top, and came down into the bunker, thousands of feet.
We said, Miss Torrance, please.
Where we record this. And we said,
your son needs to be corrected.
Well, I don't think anything's wrong with him.
Oh, hello.
He's just a little sick.
Wendy, oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little under the weather.
Yeah.
I can tell by your motherly
real cold
instincts.
out there.
I kind of feel a little better. You have a warmth to you.
Yeah, Doc. Sure hope so.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird. My mom calls me Doc. How did you know that?
Well, Scatman Carruthers told me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she is, and yeah, my grandmother said something about shining,
Well, I don't know anything about that.
Nah?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I said, Jack, you better stop it. He didn't.
No? What do you know about AC/DC, Craig?
And then he did that Carson impression. That was spot on.
It was spot on. Besides, I'm pretty sure AC/DC is like some kind of like trans cross-dressing thing.
Oh, the name?
Yeah.
Wow. I think it is, now that you mention it.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No. I never put that together, but it really could be. Or you're just like a Tesla Edison fan of both of them.
I know Tesla is known, or I don't know.
David Bowie played Tesla in a movie.
No, Tesla fans, the rock band.
Oh, the band?
Because they're from SAC.
Yeah. Ooh.
So maybe we'll do a story on them.
Tesla, and we should have an all SAC episode.
Tear them to pieces.
Tesla, Papa Roach.
Secretions.
Secretions, that's right.
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
Probably maybe
Deftones. Life is Ghosts. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, Deftones, that's true. Deftones. You know, I think where we started with this, but it's kind of funny. I really don't like any of those bands too much. I'm sure they're all very nice gentlemen. And they have big followings and stuff, but I've always been disappointed with the SAC music scene.
Well, that's where Wounded comes into play.
Wounded has helped a
lot.
There's a great proto-punk scene.
I was picking up my General's Chicken.
There are some good bands in SAC, though, but just, I don't know. Those ones are cutty.
So I had this General Chicken, and then a side of chow mein, and then a little bit of some egg rolls and pot stickers. But anyways, I asked the guy, I said, Guy, do you have the music playing here? Because he had a boombox playing. He had a Cyndi Lauper tape in.
The guy who
saw
sold
him
you
bobbing
Chinese
his
food?
head. Yeah. And I said, you like music?
He said no.
He said, well, no, Craig. He said yes. And I said, well, I'm in a band. And after talking to him for a little bit, I think Wounded got another gig.
Really?
Yeah, the Chinese...
Szechuan
Garden.
Szechuan Garden?
Yeah.
There?
So...
They'll just move some of the tables, like, to the side? You might have to help him with that.
No, the thing was, I asked him about that, because I thought, that would be distracting. People will want to stand there. And he said no. So it's going to be a sitting audience only.
Are you going to be sitting at one of the tables?
Yes.
You and the band members are each at a chair?
Except the drummer. But he has to have, like, not his regular, like, drum throne. Just a regular chair.
Just a regular chair.
That's in the contract. And I signed the contract. I don't look a contract before I sign them.
Oh, they just let you know later on.
My pops taught me that.
You never read a contract.
Well, it's hard to read.
Sign away, baby.
It's harder for me to read.
It's a good rule, that.
So I just signed my name with an X, and then
with a heart.
The heartbreaking. But yeah, so Wounded News.
Yeah, Wounded is kind of taking over the Sacramento area Stained cover band.
We're almost there.
Yeah.
I think there's another band that called Been a While.
Splotched.
No, it's good though. Yeah, so Been a While is like the Stained tribute.
Oh my god, they're the best. I mean,
you know what?
Man, they're not
you
quite
can
as
say
good
that,
as Wounded.
and I don't blame you. I do not blame you because I'm a huge fan of theirs. That's what got me into the business.
Really?
Yeah. Before I could even butter my bread, Been a While, show me the ropes.
They're almost better than Stained.
Oh man, that's the highest compliment you could give a cover band. Or tribute band, excuse me.
Is that they're almost better than the band?
Practically as good.
That is the best.
Yeah.
Well, Been a While deserves it.
Yeah. But you know what? One of these days...
You're covering Stained, you're doing the Lord's work.
One of these days, one of their members is going to get a little tired of their AL frontman.
Uh-oh. He's kind of a diva, I heard.
He is a diva. He's not as big as a diva as me, but...
Okay.
Sure. But anywho... So I like to pick up the scraps. I think I'm going to swim in his wake. And I'm just going to gather...
and gather?
I'm going to gather the musicians of Been a While. For
a secret show?
No, I'm just going to add them to the
band?
The band. And then I'm going to get that Slash guitarist.
The Slash guy?
That I was telling you about. And then we're going to be fucking unstoppable. I mean, the people want to hear the Stained.
So you want, in your Stained cover band, you want the guitarist...
From Guns N' Roses.
To be dressed like the guitarist from Guns N' Roses.
Well, I like Slash, but I don't think he'll do it.
Interesting choice. Oh, to actually get Slash?
Yeah, to play Stained songs. They're probably too complicated for him.
Wow.
Yeah, he's kind of a...
If he
people like
it,
him. That's what I care about.
If he started getting frustrated...
If it makes money, it doesn't matter if it contradicts my opinion. I'm all about the green.
Right. Or your principles or anything.
And exactly, and what better business to get into if you're all about making money than tribute bands?
That's true.
I learned the lingo too. They don't call them cover bands, Craig.
It's tribute bands?
It's a bit of an insult.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're not covering.
It's kind of derogatory, really.
That's
and
true.
you're kind of like a cis white male, but...
Yeah, I know, I am.
You don't have
I should have already apologized.
You don't have to be a dick all the time,
episode.
Alright, let's get into our second story.
Alright. Second story, is this about Angie Bowie, or...
Former AC/DC drummer Phil Rudd was sentenced to 8 months of home detention in New Zealand. On Thursday, after he pled guilty to threatening to kill a former employee and possessing drugs. Prosecutors said the 61-year-old rocker phoned a former employee last year and said, "I'm going to come over and kill you."
That could have meant anything.
I mean, yeah. The literal translation of that, I don't know, it's a little foggy.
Isn't good for his alibi.
A little foggy.
Yeah.
Police found meth and weed during a search of Rudd's New Zealand home.
New Zealand?
So Rudd had played in AC/DC for 30 years, but he denied all allegations. At first, but then made a surprise guilty plea.
That's nutty. Fuck it, guilty.
Under sentence, he will be electronically monitored for
Killed?
8 months. Yeah.
Electronically killed.
How does that work? Is that like...
The electric chair?
Yeah. That's what they call it.
Killed.
It's not PC. It's not PC anymore to say died by electrocution.
No.
He will be electronically
terminated.
monitored for 8 months. And we'll also have to complete a rehab program. The judge told Rudd that there's nowhere to hide, and then he would have to face jail.
And that's Paul Rudd's father?
Yeah. They found drugs or alcohol in his urine.
In his cum? Oh, he's... What am I thinking?
He threatened him with 7 years in the cum prison, which is pretty rough.
For any cum crimes?
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
So
Wow,
he was complaining to the judge that
he's too much of a creep.
a long-term conviction would hurt his chances of playing with AC/DC again.
And the judge said, I don't give a fuck.
Close. The judge said, Queen replaced Freddie Mercury, and now your band is touring without you.
Wow. That's harsh, but true.
So fuck you very much.
Like in Step Brothers when the dad goes, I don't give a fuck.
I guess he got... What happened is that, according to a court summary from April, Rudd fired several of his employees because of his solo album, Head Job.
It was too good.
Flopped in the charts.
It was too good for any rock and roller out there.
Prosecutors, yeah, because all the fans want to hear what the fucking drummer of AC/DC is up to.
The Phil Rudd solo album.
Prosecutors say he called an associate in September and said he wanted his former personal assistant taken out.
Probably a lot
So now
of
he's ordering the death of people. Rudd later phoned former person.
I order him to death.
If you call somebody and say, I'm going to kill you, you probably don't want to then go get a hitman. I mean, isn't that like the element of surprise?
I'm going to kill you.
But I'm not going to do it. But you're going to die soon. Alright, bye. Take care.
I'm going to pay for it. Alright. Take care.
The father, Kevin McAllister. Okay, so we got
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
So ever since the charges were filed against Rudd, interest of the case reportedly prompted a bump in sales for dirty deeds done dirt cheap. That could have been completely made up. It sounds like a stupid joke, but it's actually in print, so fuck you.
Those are some dirty deeds done
I love
dirt
you.
cheap.
I'm that, like, I think I'm that type of sick now where I'm just delirious.
You're done dirt cheap.
I feel like God done dirt cheap me. With this whole allergies thing.
Yeah.
We get it.
It's one of the plagues.
We're back to theologian talk.
They
It's
don't
Dante,
know
Craig.
nothing. Yeah. We're going to start having that be a regular thing.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. 5 lives that we have.
Yeah, I'm sure you
I'd
guys
love
are
to
Wilco
meet,
fans.
like, if we got fans, man.
If we had a listener.
Please, just
fan.
send a message.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know
send a message.
what kind of person would listen to this. Like, I'd imagine it, or I would hope there would be a lot of people, but my expectations are pretty low.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm out of the fans there, so don't hang yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting a lot of views.
Yeah.
I mean, what I think is a lot of views. Which is enough to where I would think there would be someone that it might catch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or that it has caught. And the new ones keep getting views, too. I mean, I don't know.
So, yeah, we love you.
We love you. Like in Spinal Tap, we love you.
Oh, man. Have you seen any good movies lately, Craig?
Deadpool was pretty awesome. That was like a while ago, but...
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Ryan Reynolds fan, but I thought it was really cool.
Yeah, I thought he was awesome. Colossus.
He was funny.
Yeah.
Colossus was good.
Yeah,
Kind of like silly, stupid.
Yeah. Doctor Strange was cool. I guess that was the most recent one.
I didn't know what the hell was going on. It's like, I always say, it's like the first time I saw it. We didn't see the very beginning of it, so
no.
There's no context. But it's like,
I was in drive-ins. So.
The first time I watched Beetlejuice, it was on regular TV.
Yeah.
And so it's cut for time, and there's commercials.
Oh, yeah.
So they cut out the scene where they die on the bridge.
Really?
So I didn't know they were dead.
Oh, really?
I didn't know what was happening. I thought like it was just like a world to hell or something.
Yeah.
Or a door to hell.
Yeah.
And then there was this ghost. But like years later when I saw it on Comedy Central, I was like, oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah. It was pretty shocking. Maybe I just saw the director's cut.
Aren't they about to do Beetlejuice 2?
Really?
That's what I heard. I heard they got Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder were both like down.
I bet Billy Baldwin would do it. Or no. Daniel Baldwin. No, maybe Stephen Baldwin. No, probably Alec Baldwin.
I heard there's like a Baldwin beef right now. Because one of them...
The beefs with the Baldwins?
Supports our fearless leader.
Stephen Baldwin's a Trump supporter.
Yes, that's who it was, yeah.
Which at this point, if you say that you are a Trump supporter in the media, it's like social leprosy or something.
So I think all the other brothers were like, peace,
well,
we're not backing you, buddy.
That's funny because Alec Baldwin does...
he does Trump. Yeah,
I
think that's what it
funny.
Started with Steven said it wasn't... I saw it and it wasn't funny. Which just kind of...
I don't know.
Like, just fired a shot. That's gonna piss off.
We can't even laugh at stuff anymore. Like, come on.
Yeah. Right.
It's a little ridiculous. I mean, he's
great in Biodome. Stephen Baldwin, baby.
Does that mean it goes both ways? I don't know, but
friend of the show, Stephen. Yeah, friend of the show, Stephen Baldwin.
Oh man. What'd you think about having Artemio here?
It was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool to have, like, a guest. That was our last episode. We actually... Well, I mean, we always have guests.
Yeah.
But this was a guy who sat in. I guess you could say a co-host.
Living, breathing.
A living, breathing... like, not a hologram or a spirit or whatever some of these folks are.
Yeah. A lot of times it does casting spells.
But, yeah. Not me! There sure are a lot of spirits in that Overlook Hotel.
Wendy, do you want any cigarettes? I know you're kind of a smoker.
Yeah, I'd love one.
What's your brand?
Marlboro.
Yeah? Red Death. Or
my favorite.
Red Death or Cowboy Killers.
Red Rum? That's what Danny kept saying. Come to think of it.
What do you think that means?
You know, I haven't the foggiest idea.
Yeah. I mean, that could mean anything. Just don't look at it in a mirror. Whatever you do.
Doc, what do you mean?
I keep thinking of my mother when you say that. This one time my dad got really crazy, so we locked him in this freezer.
Walk-in freezer?
Has that ever happened to you?
Not that I can think of.
Well, it might happen in your future. Oh, brother.
Jack told me, don't interrupt me when I'm typing. Yeah. Whether or not you hear me typing. Chick, chick, chick. You pressed on the buttons.
On the typewriter?
Yeah. That's right.
He's a writer, so he probably wants silence, so he can he can write his stuff.
That might make Jack a dull boy.
I have a really bad feeling about what's gonna happen to you, Wendy.
Well, why would that be?
I don't know. It's just this really dark feeling.
The only weird thing I saw was these two nice gentlemen. One of them performing fellatio on the other, and they were dressed up as mascots.
Wait, was one dressed like a dog, and the other dressed like a man in a tuxedo?
That's right.
Did I just say dressed like a man in a tuxedo?
Right. He was a man in a tuxedo.
Oh man, whatever. Okay,
That's
Wendy.
The same two guys.
Well, I really hope. You
Not
should
up
probably
to
go
me to
back to the
judge.
hotel as soon as possible.
Yeah, I think so.
And talk to your husband. Do
He was staring out the window for, I'd say 6 hours without blinking.
Yeah? Do you like...
He's fine.
You like the Rolling Stones?
Of course.
What's your favorite song?
Probably Emotional Rescue.
Yeah? That's weird that you said that because I'm watching the video for Emotional Rescue, and it's a man in front of a door that looks like there's a bunch of blood going down it.
Oh my god!
In this red room, and it's for whatever reason I see that in your future.
That'd be weird if it like came out of an elevator.
Yeah, that would be a little
just
strange.
a thought.
Yeah, I love the way your mind works. I hadn't listened to this song
Oh,
until we started this podcast.
Yeah,
and I really like it. What's that?
There's a song in here called like Dance.
What's that REM song that kind of sounds like this? Or he sings in a falsetto.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think it's on Animal.
Yeah, on Monster.
Yeah,
Monster. Yeah, there is one like that. What song is this?
Emotional Rescue.
Oh, this is still Emotional Rescue. Yeah,
I love when
it's on here.
Bands are dancing around with guitars that aren't plugged in.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Mick. This came out in the 80s, and this guy's... his fucking pants are so tight. You can obviously see... it looks like there's a dead sparrow in his crotch.
Oh, my God.
He smuggled something across customs.
Why would that be?
Because it means his
Wendy.
dick is tucked in his pants,
It's
Wendy.
a giant cock, Wendy.
Come on. Don't be so suburban.
I don't know what you mean, Doc. And Jack, he grabbed his arm so tight, but I don't think he meant to.
Yeah?
Wendy, what are you talking about?
Did he hurt you or your son?
Well, there was this time...
Yeah, go on. You gotta trail off there.
No.
Okay, well that's...
He pulled his arm real hard. And Danny said, ow! and then he's like, ow!
Yeah, it sounds like
Danny,
he got
no.
hurt.
I think Danny got hurt right then. Yeah, there's a few clues that would...
Maybe the first clue is when he screamed ow. My nose is running like that elevator full of blood.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Makes you want to get on a tricycle and ride around a hotel somewhere.
Paint your face like
like some ice cream,
Jigsaw from Saw, that little freakish
Jigsaw. Oh my god. Oh, I always do that paint.
That's like my favorite Kiss paint.
Uh-huh.
Which Kiss member was that? Was that the Star Child?
Rory Gallagher, I think.
I'm the cat. If you came here for Kiss Talk...
Kiss Talk, we didn't really get into it this time.
Find a gun with a hair trigger.
Yeah. Oh my god. And one with where the barrel tastes good.
It's weird when people do that, you never hear that second shot.
Oh my god.
More Theologian talk.
Theologians.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, we're back.
They don't know
Shout out to Jeff Tweedy.
About my soul, Jeff Tweedy.
We are also cherry ghosts.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. Man.
Keith Richards, Craig. We love him
Boonhound
here.
Bill Wyman? Oh.
We love Keith here at the show.
I heard Bill Wyman slept with 200 women in one night. 200
women in one night?
That's right.
How would that work out?
He came 200 times.
In one night?
This is all factual stuff I'm hitting you with. Just simple facts. Totally doable thing to do.
I gotta get my jizz rag, excuse me.
Put your jizz rag over there. I don't need it. Thank you though. It's like
don't sit on my special
part of it's
sock.
on my shoulder right now. I have to pull it off.
Third story and final of the
it's
podcast.
Standing on end.
Keith Richards snorts his dad's ashes.
What?
Keith Richards is one of the most talented guitarists in history. At 62, he helped form the Stones. And since that time, he has sold 200 million records.
Damn.
Interestingly, Richards regards the acoustic guitar as the basis for playing, once saying that he felt the electric could cause him to lose that touch. Richards is also a talented lyricist, and he wrote some songs for the Stones, obviously. In the 1970s, music journalist Nick Kent described
That's a weird name.
Mike Hunt described the personality of Keith Richards as mad, bad, and dangerous to know. In 1994, Keith said that his image was like a long shadow, implying that people don't know much about the real man, but instead focus on the things written in articles. Richards has had a long history of drug abuse.
To me, he seems happy.
He has been tried.
Except when he's coming down again.
The whip comes down. He's been tried for drug-related charges 5 times. In April of 2006, Keith made headlines when he fell out of a tree in Fiji.
Keith, we love you, buddy. You're not like your son. We forgot to talk about his son has a different last name. But his son, Jack.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow. He climbs trees all the time, palm trees, to get, like, coconuts or something. But Keith needs to not do that.
He suffered a bad head injury. The event caused a delay in the Stones tour, but Richards made a full recovery. The following year, Richards made international headlines after he was asked by journalists what was the strangest thing he had ever snorted. Keith responded, "My father. I snorted my father.
My fucking father.
He was
fucking snorted him.
He was cremated, and I couldn't resist grinding him up with a little bit of blow.
Oh my god.
My dad wouldn't have cared. It went down pretty well, and I'm still alive." The comment shocked the journalist, and the story instantly became a sensation. Keith's manager responded with a statement saying it was a joke. He was just talking about his experiences with life-threatening drugs.
I bet he really did it.
Then he mentioned a time, for all you our audience members that do heroin, just be careful. Pace yourself. Mm-hmm. Someone put pesticide in my dope, he says. I was in Switzerland, and I was totally comatose, but I was totally awake. I could listen to everyone, and they were like, "He's dead. He's dead," waving their fingers and pushing me about, and I was thinking, I'm not dead. Richards remembers I was number 1 on the WHO's list of who were likely to die for 10 years. I mean, I was really disappointed when I fell off the list. Gotta love Keith.
He's hilarious. He's a little bit of a risk taker.
Nothing says, is everybody enjoying your time with your parents, your loved ones? Mm-hmm. Let's snort a line of
a human
of a loved one.
Yeah, of a loved
human remains. Yeah, cremated remains. I mean, cocaine's not going to even give you the idea to do that.
No,
you have to be on something else.
Yeah. Keith, man, he's the ultimate.
Would you do a line of, would you do a line of cremated ashes?
No.
What if somebody paid you $1,000?
I mean, I don't think I'd want to.
It doesn't have to be a part of your family. It's unknown remains.
Do I have to do it off the shaft of somebody's...
It's off a knife? No.
I don't think so. I don't know. No. That's pretty fucked up.
Money talks, Craig. And bullshit gets the fuck out of here.
It gets the fuck out. Make like a tree and get the hell out of here. As Biff Tannen once brilliantly taught us.
I thought he was running for president.
Yeah, I think he is.
Hey, Lorraine, you're gonna marry me.
And he throws that little fucking ashtray thing at Marty, stabs in the wall.
Oh, Lorraine. He's scary. He's a big guy.
President Tannen.
Well, I guess he's big compared to Marty McFly.
Yeah, who's like 5 feet even.
Did you ever see The Frighteners?
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Super, underrated. It's Peter Jackson movie.
Michael J. Fox is a huge fan of the show, I heard.
He loves the show.
Kind of random but yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Fact. Check that off the list.
I always make popcorn with him. I just give him a bag and...
He stops by sometimes?
Yeah. He just shakes up.
Was Wendy, Torrance there at all? Wendy Torrance?
Nah, I wouldn't allow her in the house. She was screaming something about help me.
Huh. What did...
Yeah.
Who knows what that even means?
I just figured
I'd just kick her out.
Somebody else can help her.
Yeah. I mean, she had the perfectly good Snowkat.
There was a Snowkat.
Yeah.
I wish I had a Snowkat.
Yeah.
Just park it out back.
Just drive it around.
Drive on the streets of Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Tear it up.
Beautiful Sacramento.
Can you imagine if Batman had a Snowkat?
That would be cool. The bat cat, the snow bat.
Oh. Probably, I'm sure he does somewhere so they could sell that toy.
Yeah. He goes to Mr. Freeze. A little bit of bat talk for you. It's a sub-segment of Theologians. Now, that makes no sense.
You want to do hear another crazy story?
Do you have another one?
Yeah, sure.
Is it about Bill Wyman being a poonhound? Because that guy slept with a shitload of chicks. No problem. Poonhound Bill Wyman.
Why, man?
Bill Wyman. In shit. You mean Stuart? Shit. On the piano. I can't wait to watch that with you, that DVD I have. Because Mick introduces the band. Keith fucking Richards. No, he doesn't say that. But I just remember Ian Stewart and Bill Wyman.
Craig, do you think that drugs can influence you to do things? Stimulate you, the creative juices?
You know what? I know it. No, I mean, not really.
No?
I mean, in a way, yeah.
You think you have to be talented?
Yeah.
Already?
Yeah. You have to be able to.
It's not like you're just going to do some drug. You're going to shoot up some heroin and then you're going to be
It can put you in a different state of mind to make music.
There's a little old story.
But I can't imagine doing anything very heavy.
What about marijuana? Have you ever tried marijuana?
I've tried everything.
Really?
Every single drug. At least 1 time, 3 times. At least 4 times.
Have you heard of Jankum? Have you tried that one?
That's like cum, right?
No, cum's cum.
What am I thinking of? Oh, cum.
Yeah.
There it is. No, what's Jankum?
I heard that this was going on in South Africa. It was a really sad story.
On the side of the road.
It was this fella that, to get high, they would take these liter bottles, and they would shit and piss in them.
Oh.
And then they would close them up and let them ferment out in the sun.
Oh.
And then they'd open them up and inhale them, suck it. And
what the fuck?
And you would pass out, from the gas. and you trip, you know.
You'd wake up and
it was this guy or kid explaining
land.
it, and he was like addicted to it. And they ask him, why do you do that, or like what are the you know, what happens, like what are the downside to it? And he's like, well, when you wake up, your mouth tastes like an ass. But that's like about it. And they asked him, why do you do it? And he goes, when I get high, I can talk to my dead mother. So.
Whoa.
I think he has some problems. You know?
He has something going on other than sniffing shit and piss.
He has.
Something else going on with him, yeah.
So have you done that?
Have
you tried it? We could do it right now.
I've only done it once or twice.
Here at the bunker.
I mean, no.
Once or twice?
I mean, like, basically not at all, no.
I mean, it's free.
Pretty
it's free
no.
drugs, if you think about it.
I've eaten shit and drank piss, but I've never huffed it.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be a real animal if you did those things.
No.
Oh, man. Alright. Drugs are bad. Don't eat shit.
Yeah, there's... So is this...
Is this going anywhere?
Well, no, yeah, exactly. Because we did a Keith's, like, drug history kind of part 1.
Yeah.
We're kind of doing, like, another volume.
Yeah, it's going to be an ongoing joke of why is Keith Richards still alive?
Why did he give birth to a, like, 30-something-year-old man named Jack Sparrow, who was a captain of a pirate ship?
Yeah.
And lots of other weird things that happened in his life.
There's a little story about the Beatles.
The Beatles. The lovable lads from Liverpool?
And Bob
Or was that the Stones?
Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
In late August of 1964, the Beatles started
When I'm 64.
their first official U.S. tour. The group began at the Cow Palace in Frisco.
Oh.
And finished at the Paramount Theater in New York.
Paramount.
On 2 days, the Beatles played at the Forest Hills Stadium in New York and were befriended by Bob Dylan. The two parties were introduced by a writer at the
Hello,
hotel,
Robert Zimmerman.
Hotel.
My name's John.
After a brief chat with the Beatles, Bob Dylan
Yoko.
asked John, Paul, Ringo, George, and Brian Epstein if they wanted to smoke a joint. Epstein looked apprehensive and said that the band hadn't tried marijuana for years. Dylan was immediately surprised because he had been under the impression that they all smoked weed because of the song
we didn't smoke.
I Want to Hold Your Hand. He mistook the lyrics I Can't Hide with I Get Hide. Or I Get High, excuse me. I Get Hide.
Oh, yeah. I can't hide. I can't hide. It sounds like I get high. I get high. Does sound like that.
Ah, that's dirty stuff.
No, we didn't say it.
The Beatles were never one to back down from a new experience and agreed. Lennon took his joint and passed it to Ringo, whom he called his royal taster. I'm sorry.
Royal taster.
Get over here. Ringo smoked the entire thing, not knowing the
God.
tradition of puff puff pass between folks.
Oh, yeah, you learned that from the Gangstar song. Everybody knows that.
In response,
Take two and
Dylan
pass,
rolled
so
a
the
joint
blunt will
for
last.
each of the Beatles, and they
The
smoked.
Beatles.
During the event, it was reported that Epstein said, I'm so high, I'm on the ceiling. I'm up on the ceiling.
Brian, of course, you're not on the ceiling. Get down.
This other man said that everybody was getting philosophical, and they asked me to write everything they were saying down. Groovy, man.
Sounds like they had a little help from their friends.
Ooh. Do you remember the first time you got stoned?
I think so. I think I watched Stairway to Heaven. I mean, not Stairway to Heaven. Song Remains the Same. The Led Zeppelin DVD thing. Jimmy Page used his wizard powers that actually go through video recording. It worked. Even though that was a recording from 1970, his spells were still like working on me. Or 75 or whatever.
I remember
Magical wizard spells.
when I did, it was some day that it was during the summer, and me and my friends went over to some kid's house, and his parents were gone for the week, and we just raided their fridge and their beer. So we all drank Zimas. And
Zima.
somebody rolled a joint, and we all smoked, and I was just super fucking high.
Really?
And anyways, we just ordered a bunch of pizzas, and I remember trashing the kids' bathroom.
Like shitting all over the walls?
Smearing shit all over the walls.
Writing stuff on the mirror and shit?
Yeah, you know, like
just, Stones lyrics?
Just chill stuff like, I'm gonna kill you, pig.
Oh my god.
And stuff like that. But, yeah, good times. A lot of laughs.
Yeah. Of course.
It was cool. That kid...
And they asked you to rip this joint?
Yeah, and I said, sure. It was just weird, because after all that happened, the kid ended up moving away.
Round and around and
I
around.
heard he went witness protection, so...
Oh, after what you did to him? And his parents? And his nice family?
I think they might have thought that it was somebody else sending a message, because I really did a number on that bathroom.
Well, and it was... I think the weird part was that in the shit, or the shit, had blood.
Yeah.
So that was a little strange to people.
Well, you know, I was eating,
happened.
to be fair, Craig, I was eating a lot of Twizzlers, so that's probably
and
what
Taco
that
Bell?
was. Is eating Twizzlers, Taco Bell, Red Vines, drinking a lot.
You know, mostly good stuff, you know,
I was
TF
drinking
Chang's.
a lot of coffee and Kool-Aid.
Oh my god.
But not in that order. Yeah, so I had, you know, it might have been red a little bit.
Yeah. That scared a lot of people.
Well, it scared those kids. I never talked to them ever again.
That was the most blood I've ever seen. Not as much as in that elevator. That's true. Not nearly as much as the elevator.
What do they call it when you take a shit? The
upper decker.
Upper decker. Have
you
you
shit in the top part?
Have you ever done that?
No. I drink the water out of there sometimes. Yeah. It's like an addiction. Just drink. You were just waiting on that last one. But,
I couldn't breathe.
Why? Who cares? What's the big deal with breathing?
I get a little birdie in my pants and it's trying to sing.
Oh my god. And your bird just won't quit?
Your bird quit.
So we had our first guest. Plan on getting a guest in the future. Like more guests, I should say. And, I mean, Mick or Keith or Charlie or Ronnie would be great too, but...
What's the next record we're going to do?
So the next record we're doing is a little like my life, and all the people I know in my life. We're a little out of our heads. Just wanted to give a little pause. So yeah, Out of Our Heads is the... Kind of killed the vibe there, but Out of Our Heads is the next record.
That feels...
Fourth album.
I feel like I'm out of my head right now.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oof.
Still on some thunder.
Hey there.
So their fourth US album, the UK releases, we don't give a fuck about.
Those dirty Brits. We love the Rolling Stones.
No, I don't know. We just don't. We're just doing the US.
Yeah.
We're little American boys.
But
we're scared of you British.
Yeah, we're the only people giving you the truth. Telling you about the lizard people.
And that's right, and we've had people come on and explain things like Liam and Noel Gallagher.
Yeah.
From the phenomenal band
We've had stars. We fly them in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just wander in, like John.
Sometimes, yeah.
It's like obsessively wandering in.
Oh, he's my neighbor.
Yeah. Oh, is that why?
And
he's just coming over for like
he hops
milk
the
and butter.
fence. Yeah, for eggs and sugar.
Does he? Eggs and sugar? I know what he's making with all that.
I don't know. I asked him, and he wouldn't tell me.
And I found a pair of like round lens glasses in the lawn.
Jeez.
I wonder where those.
I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he hops the fence.
I heard this scream last night. It was the strangest
thing.
Was it
a primal scream?
Yes. That's exactly what it was.
Huh. That's cool.
Alright, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's episode.
We'll be coming back. We did the third episode. We've had our first guest. Now we're doing the third album. I mean, now we're going to do the fourth album.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Hopefully we can get another guest somehow. I don't know.
I think if I'll pull some strings.
Oh,
I know DeMarcus Cousins wants to go on the podcast, but
yeah,
he's kind of called me so many times.
Really?
It's annoying. So.
Oh, Cousins has been?
Yeah.
It's like you have this millionaire basketball player, and he just won't leave you alone.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, we get it. You want to come on the show, whatever. What's up with those jerseys?
Coming to the Wounded show. Yeah, he needs to send us a jersey or signed game-worn shoes or something.
I think Wounded should do the Star Spangled Banner.
At the Kings game? The Golden One Center? Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But you could do it in, like, the melody of It's Been a While. I don't know how you do that.
It'd
be hard to do.
Thinking. You just confused me.
You could do that.
And I'd play AL for a living.
Oh, wow. I kind of...
Sharking for a living.
It's kind of stumped you?
Yeah. Alright, everybody.
Alright, everybody.
If you can't be good, be careful.
You know I'm just a monkey man. Or we're just monkey men. We hope you're all monkey people too. A good night.